Hello friends, welcome back. So in this step, we are going to use the Fen client. Okay, so there was some number of problems with associated with the REST client. So if you see, there are numbers of lines code required to do just to call the microservices, other microservices, right, to get the exchange rate. So the Fen client solve this problem. So you will see how easily the using the Fen client you can call the microservices, okay, to get the response. Okay, and the other problem that Fen client solves, okay, is for the load balancing. So using the ribbon is basically used to balance the load at the client side. So using the ribbon, with the help of Fen client, we'll see how can you balance the load. Okay, so suppose multiple instances of currency exchange service are running. So how the currency conversion service will distribute the load. So these are the two basically the problem the Fen client solves. But in this step, we will be much focus on to call the microservices using the Fen client. So other problem we'll see in the next step, but in this step we will be learning how you can use the Fen client to call the microservices. Okay, so first we will have to add the dependency, right, to use the Fen client. So we are please make sure the project that which you are working on. So we are working on the currency conversion service. So go to the pom.xml. Okay, so we have this pom.xml. So here we will have to add the dependency of Fen client, right? So to add the dependency, just need to do paste this, right, and instead of config, right, type Fen, F-E-I-G-N, Fen, right, and save it, right. It started downloading the Fen. See, the error is coming, this direct version is not supporting, right. So in this case of issue, whenever you, if you see the other one that we are using, we are not giving the version name, right. So this Fen client is not supporting with this Spring Boot version. So we'll have to take the appropriate dependency, okay, from somewhere else, and somewhere else is nothing, it's a Maven repository, like. So let's go to the Maven repository. Maven repository. Okay, so Maven repository, come here. Okay, and here you can find, this is the way you can get the dependency. Okay, uh, Fen, Spring Fen, right, Spring Fin, Fen, search this. Okay, Spring Cloud Starter Fen, click this. Okay, and take the latest release 1.7 release, copy this, Control C or right click copy, go to the code. Okay, and here instead of this, paste this, right. Still the error are coming, right. No, it's removed, right. So this is supporting the version 1.4.7 release. So sometimes if it does not work out the default, see, we have just added extra one thing, this release, right. See this building, okay, the related to the Fen client jar are getting downloaded. So this is getting downloaded for the first time, so it will take a while, right. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, so the dependency has now downloaded completely. So if you go to the Maven repository of the currency conversion service, go to the Maven. So if you see somewhere the Spring Boot starter Fen client jar should be here, right. Go and check Spring Boot starter config client. Yeah, see here, Spring Boot starter Fen release.jar 1.4.7 that we had mentioned in the pom.xml, it has gone downloaded, right. Okay, so now we'll start doing the coding, right. So before moving ahead, you must be knowing, like when we had connected with JPA in the currency exchange service, then we had to write the repository to connect with the JPA, Spring Data JPA. So if you go to the currency exchange project, okay, somewhere we have written the repository like exchange repository Java, right? So to connect to the JPA repository, we had written the repository. So same like for the FEN client, okay, to connect with the FEN client and to call the microservices, we will have to write the proxy interface, right? So using that proxy, the same like we had written the interface, okay, to talk with the JPA. So here we will be writing the proxy interface to talk with the other microservices using the FEN client, right? So currently we are here, okay. So let's uh, create uh, uh, the proxy interface. So control N, okay, let's say create interface and change the package name. So instead of controller, let's create proxy, right? And let's give the name since we are creating a proxy of currency exchange service, right? So we are creating a proxy of currency exchange service proxy, right? So we are creating a currency exchange service proxy, okay, to call the currency exchange from the currency conversion service, right? So proxy will required, correct, okay, for the currency exchange service. So for that only we are calling this. So let's finish this. Okay, now we have a currency exchange service proxy class. Okay, so in here we just need to mention use the annotation called the FEN client, FEN client. Okay, so FEN client, what will you do? Just add the package, control 1, import package. So here you need to pass the name of the currency conversion service and the URL, right? URL, that's it. Okay, so the FEN client annotation will required since this we are creating a proxy of the currency exchange service. Then we required the name of the currency exchange service application name and that URL. Okay, so go to the currency exchange service application dot properties. Okay, so the application name is exchange service. This is very important. Okay, application name will come into the place everywhere wherever you are playing the with the microservices, right? So put the name here, correct, exchange service, and URL. What was the URL? URL was localhost, and we were running on the port. Which port? Go and confirm here. 8001, right? 8001 localhost 8001, right? 8001. We are reassuring that we are putting the correct value in the name and the URL, right? And here, okay, we are just creating a proxy, right, for the exchange service API, right? So go to the currency exchange controller .java and just copy this thing, those two line, right? Control C, copy this and come to your proxy class and paste this, right? And press the enter, right? So here if you see semicolon, and here the currency exchange rate in our currency exchange server, we have a currency conversion bin, right? We have a currency conversion bin, currency conversion bin we have, right? Currency conversion bin instead of that. That's it. Okay, so this is the same API that we had currency exchange service. Okay, currency service we have from we are passing to we are passing, and this is the public currency conversion bin that will receive this parameter, all the parameter from the get currency exchange rate. okay, that we had defined over there, okay, and it's the same parameter from and to, right? That's it. So our work is done, right? Why this? So this was the for the currency. So remove this. Okay, now our proxy is ready, right? So in proxy, what are things you required? You required the annotation fan client, where you can pass the name of the application, that is exchange service, the URL, okay, and the mapping, okay, for the currency service, that you can get it from the currency exchange service, right? Now go to the controller of currency conversion calculator, right? Yeah, so here we have. So instead of making a changes, let's create another API. So control C, and I am putting control V, okay, and instead of currency conversion, get conversion details using FIN. Let's give the name FIN, right? And all these things should be the same, okay, and this will remove this, right? And thereafter let's create a variable of your proxy. So currency exchange service proxy, right? Currency exchange service proxy, and let's say proxy, okay, and declare this as a private, okay, and auto wired this to get the instance, auto wired, okay, not getting control 1, import auto wired, got it. And thereafter, okay, in this API we are going to make a change. We are not making changes on that our written currency conversion API, okay, so we are just checking changing the method and the mapping. So here also type FIN, API GN FIN, okay, and here also the FIN, because instead of underscore, let's go with the naming convention FIN, right? And rest will be the same, right? And here what we need to do, okay, you don't need to do anything, okay, we'll removing all the code, right? So how you can do this? Guess, any guess? Okay, so just remove all the code, okay, from here to here, just remove all the code, right? Now you just need to call the proxy dot get exchange rate, right? And need to pass the from and to. That's it, done. Our job is done, right? So see here, so in this, suppose in that microservices we have a, let's say 80 API, 80, the get mapping or post method is available there, right? So you don't need to write the separate all these code for 80 API. You just need to define all the method in a single place called currency exchange service proxy. So the same way we can define 80 method here, and after just auto wiring this, you just need to call this the service using the proxy object, right? So the way that we are calling here, correct? So this is how the code is looks like a very clean and all your method will be in a single place called currency exchange service proxy. Let's run this, save this, okay, go to the browser and first run this currency service, okay, using the REST client. It's working fine, okay, copy this, control C, okay, and let's paste here, okay, and instead of currency service, okay, let's what are the name we had given? We had given the FIN, currency conversion FIN, right? Underscore FIN. So currency service underscore I had given. So let's say underscore FIN and enter. File error from USD. So you are seeing this fallback currency service FIN from USD to INR, FIN from USD to INR. Sorry, I am calling the currency exchange service. We have to call the currency conversion service, right? So let's copy this. Okay, paste here and underscore fin, right? Site cannot be reached. Why so? Currency conversion, let's give the proper one, fin. Okay, and let's type here fin and check if the normal one is working fine. Currency conversion, no, it's not working. It means our services has got shut down. Yeah, see, something is gone wrong, that's why. Application failed to start, failed proxy in com.xml java ashram. Currency conversion calculator required a bin of type currency conversion service proxy. This injection point has the following annotation: consider defining a type of currency exchange service in your configuration. Yes, that's what we are missing here. So you will have to tell to the your microservices, your Spring Boot, like we are using the fin client, so we have not enabled the fin client. Okay, so you will have to enable the fin client. So how you can enable? Okay, so if you see, it's not recognizing. Okay, for the auto wiring or required through currency exchange service proxy, it's not getting recognized. Okay, if you see here the complete log, that could not be found, it's not getting found, right? The fin client is not working. We have not enabled the fin client. Filled proxy in the this not enabled, right? So it's not able to restart, even application failed to restart. So how you can enable? Okay, so you will have to enable, you will have to go to the your main class file. Your main class file is this currency exchange service proxy.java, right? Sorry, this is not our main class file. Our main class is currency conversion application, correct? This is our main class, right? So here you will have to enable the fin client. So how you can enable the fin client? Annotation, enable fin client, enable fin clients, right? And thereafter you need to pass the package name that you want fin client to scan. So let's copy this, because all our package are under the currency conversion service only, right? So control V, right? Control S. Let the latest changes picked it up. So here, see if now this time it's getting restarted. No, still getting failed. Enable fin clients. Control S. I think it's not getting picked up. Let it stop and run again. Currency conversion service application. Let it be. This time it has got started. Okay, so if you are seeing, the Tomcat started on port 810000 with context path. So that time it was not getting picked up. Okay, so this time it has got picked up, right? Yeah, so if you see, this time it has started properly, right? Tomcat started properly, right? So now we can go to the browser and see if it has picked up. So if you see here, the currency conversion is a normal one that we are calling currency exchange service using the REST client. It's working fine. Let again restart, and this should have also picked. Okay, so if you see here, currency conversion fin, it's also getting picked up, right? So this is how you can call the uh, uh, exchange service using the Fen client, right? So this is how you can use this. And I think I need to do the proper, so right click this, so refactor, rename, and make here controller, CMTR controller. Yeah, just to this is not something that you required, but for the comprehension wise, since this class is controller, so that's why I made the changes. So yeah, so it's getting picked up, get it picked. Yeah, so it has started again, so you can go there and check it again. Yeah, it's working fine. So this is all about using the Fen client, how you can use the Fen client to call the other microservices. Okay, so this is the conversion one, number one, to using the REST client, okay, REST template. Okay, and this is the using the proxy using the Fen client. So you just need to remember the 3 point. You need to add the dependency in a pom.xml file. Okay, and the other is you will have to create a proxy interface. Okay, same like repository interface that we had to create to connect to the JPA. Okay, and in that proxy we need to define the method, and we need to provide the annotation of to pass the your application name and the URL. Okay, so Fen client annotation that you need to use, and thereafter the last thing is in the main class you need to enable the Fen client. Okay, so we'll have to enable the Fen clients, and you need to pass the root package to scan it out. So the Fen client will scan all the packages which are inside this, right? So these are the three simple steps that you need to do for the clean and looks delighted code. Okay, so this is all about the Fen. In the next section we'll see how you can using the Fen client can help to the ribbon for the client side load balancing. So that's all from this tutorial. See you in the next step. Bye bye.